Good evening, children. Welcome back to one more session of mathematics. Yesterday we completed the quadratic polynomial graph. And again, I yesterday observed that you people sent the solutions maximum 30 to 40%. What about the others? If you have any doubts, you can raise the question. You can raise the doubts in the group. No issues. Again, I will say, otherwise, in a YouTube here it is there again. You can watch again the same video. Just type my name, Sunil Prem Kumar. You will get that one. Okay? You can raise the doubts if you have any, and because this is the most important question, that is the maximum of 4 marks. There is no other issues will not come. There is no other chance. 100% this question you will get in the final examination. There is no doubt about in the graph. Still you can raise the doubts if you have any. Otherwise, watch once, twice, multiple times. See that video so that you can understand. If you will have any doubts, you can raise the doubt. Okay now? Right. Today we will see the one more important question, that is relationship between zeros and coefficients. I hope you people know that zeros nothing but the answers which the yesterday we completed, no, where the curve intersected on x-axis called zeros. That zeros coefficient. First ones are there, x square plus 4x plus 3, 4, 3, 1 are called coefficient. Now we'll see. There is no okay. And the relationship between zeros and coefficient. Is there any relationship? Is asking that question. The relationship between zeros and coefficients. We have to show. Okay, children? Yes. And before that, sum of the zeros. What do you mean by sum of the zeros? Sum of the zeros means adding of, sum means more than one term. Yes or no? More than one term. Sum. If quadratic polynomial, if you will take, that is standard formula, ax square plus bx plus c. Quadratic expression, ax square plus bx plus c. Here, sum of the zeros is nothing but we have a formula, minus b by a, మూలాల మొత్తము minus b by a, product of the zeros c by a, మూలాల లబ్ధము, product of the zeros c by a. We have a formulas, sum of the zeros, product of the zeros from polynomial, quadratic polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c. Sum of the zeros, product of the zeros. So minus b by a is sum of the zeros, c by a is product of the zeros. Now, is there any links? Is there any connection? Is there any relationship between these zeros and coefficients? Coefficients means a, b, c. Ax square plus bx plus c, na, that is a, b, c are called coefficients. Is there any relationship? Coefficients and zeros, answers and coefficients, the mean. Now we have to show that. We have a formula of sum of the zeros. What is sum of the zeros, Rana? Minus b by a. Product of the zeros, c by a. We will see that one. Write down one question. We will see one question. Find the zeros of x square plus 5x plus 6. Find the zeros of x square plus 5x plus 6 and Is there any relationship between zeros and coefficients? Is there any relationship between zeros and coefficients? From the column. From this, first we have to find out zeros. Then we have to show any relationship between zeros and coefficients. But most important, this is also one of the, but cubic polynomial is most important. This is quadratic, which is square, which you have square. But cube is most important, x cube. We will see that one also. Yes. Find the zeros of this one. First of all, you have to find the zeros from the quadratic polynomial. First of all, we have to find zeros from the polynomial, quadratic polynomial. Let us. I think so. You people know that. Let p of x equal to, let us take x square plus 5x plus 6. I think so. You people know the factorization. Karnankal. The people, you know the factorization, that is most important. In the 10th standard, you should not learn. At the time of 8th class itself, from 8th to 9th, separate chapters are there to find here the factorization. It's the most important thing, factorization. By the factorizations, first we have to find the zeros now. Let me see. Factorization you have to do. Factorization. X square plus 5x plus 6. How you will do the factorization? How you will do the factorization? You have to split the middle term. You have to split the middle term. If you will split the middle term, the 5x into two terms, when you will add the two terms, must get 5x. When you will multiply the same two terms, you should have to get product of these two terms. Constant term, x square term. Okay, first multiply that constant term into x square, 6x square. 6x square you will get now 6x square. Now take 5x. This 5x you have to split into two terms. You have to split. Not like this. Not like this. Splitting into like how? When you will add, see, add it. You can't add 5x, 5 plus x. It's not correct. Okay, 5x you have to split like this. Suppose let us take 4x. Let us take 1x. Add these two, 4x plus 1x, 5x. This is okay. 4x plus 1x, 5. Multiply this for the addition is correct. Product multiply, do it multiply, multiplication. 4x into 1x how much? 4x into 1x, 5x square. What do you have here? 6x square. That means this is also wrong. Like that you have to find here. See here, minus 3x, minus 2x. Let us take minus 3x, minus 2. Minus into minus plus 3 2s are 6. X into x square. Okay, here this is correct. 6x square, 6x square. But add the same two terms. Add it. Minus 3x minus 2x how much? Minus 5x. But what we have? Plus 5x. That means this is also wrong. You have to collect like that the terms. When you will add the terms, should get 5x. When you will multiply the terms, you should have to get 6x square. What are the two terms? So that is, let us take 3x, let us take 2x plus 3 plus 2, 5x. 3x, 2x, 5. Multiply this one, 3 2s are 6. X into x. So now that is correct. When you will add the two terms, should get middle term. When you will multiply the same two terms, you should have to get the product of constant and x square. product of constant and x square. That is this. Okay, children? It's clear? Called factorization. That's it. That is called factorization. Yes. Now that means 3x, 2x we have to write here. X square plus 3x plus 2x plus you have to write this one into like this. Okay. That is called factorization. Splitting terms. Factorization of splitting terms. Yes. Now we have to take from these two common. Is there any common? From these two, you have to take common. Yes. What is the common in this both? X is a common. X into x, x square. Plus x in plus is there. X into how much? 3. X into 3, 3x. Plus what is common in this? What is the common? 2 is a common, not x. There is no x here. 2 is a common. Take 2 as common. 2 into x. 2x plus 2 into 3. 2 3s are 6. See, within the braces, the terms must and should get equal. The terms must and get equal. See, x plus 3 is there. Here also. Suppose if it is x plus 3, if this is x minus 3, even it's wrong. Within the braces, the both must and should get absolute equal. Okay, children? So x plus 3, this is okay. Again, what is the common in this both? Only two terms are there for your kind information. This is one term, this is another term. What is the common in this again? X plus 3 common is there. X plus 3. X plus 3. Or what is left here? X. What is left here? 2. So these are the two zeros. That means these are the two factors. From this, x plus 3 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3. If you take, suppose x plus 3 equal to 0, x is equal to what? Same like that, x plus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to what? So, these two are called zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial. So, minus 3, minus 2. You got it. Find the zeros. So, zeros are minus 3, minus 2. You got it, zeros. From these zeros and coefficients, we have to, is there any relationship? Is asking. Okay? Yes, see, minus 3, minus 2. Right. Therefore, even you can do here, x plus 3 is equal to 0, x equal to minus 3. No need to write directly also, you can mention. That is, therefore, minus 3 and minus 2 are the zeros of P of x. Otherwise, zeros of given polynomial. Minus 3 and minus 2 are the zeros. Now take here. Now we have to find the relationship. This you have to find the relationship. You have to find the relationship. We have to find the relationship. So, are the zeros of the given polynomial? Yes. Now, compare. You have to compare now. Comparing the quadratic. Comparing the quadratic polynomial into ax square plus bx plus c. Comparing the quadratic polynomial into ax square plus bx plus c. Nothing but here, since a is equal to what is here? A. What is here? X square. X square nothing but nana. Coefficient is 1. Coefficient is 1. Nothing but. So 1. A is equal to 1. B is equal to what? See here. X coefficient. X coefficient is 5. C is equal to what? You have to compare. Comparing the quadratic polynomial in this way. So that now what happens? Let us take alpha is equal to minus 3 and beta is equal to minus 2. Alpha is equal to minus 3. Beta is equal to alpha, beta are called nothing but zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Alpha and beta we are taking because already A, B, C are there. So that in mathematics generally the zeros we can take in the form of alpha, beta, gammas for your kind information. Alpha. In physics also you can see these symbols. Alpha. Okay, alpha is equal to first and beta is equal to this one. Now these are called what? Zeros. And these are called coefficient. Yes, coefficient. Now we have to show relationship. Is there any relationship? Yes, we have to. Now, sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros of quadratic polynomial. Space is not sufficient, so I am writing like that. Quadratic polynomial. What is formula? Sum. Sum means what? Sum means plus. Mottamu. Mottamu. Sum. Sum of the zeros of quadratic polynomial. Alpha plus beta. What is alpha? Minus 3. What is beta? Minus 2. Add these two. Minus 3, minus 2. Yes, how much? Minus 5. This minus 5, you have to compare into sum of the zeros now. See, in the denominator also we can write like this. Minus 5 or minus 5 by 1. Can we write like this or not? Minus 5. You can write. So what is 5 in the coefficients? What is 5 in the coefficients? B. So this is B. What is 1 in the coefficients? What is 1 in the coefficients? A. So A. See, sum. We added from the zeros. We got it or not? A, B, something you got it or not? Yes. Minus B by A. These are called what? Coefficients. These are called zeros. What we have to show? Relationship between zeros, zeros, zeros and coefficient. Is there or not? Yes, it is there. These are the zeros. From the zeros, there is some relationship between coefficients. This is only called formula. Sum of the zeros formula minus b by a from quadratic polynomial. Sum of the zeros of quadratic polynomial formula is minus b by a. See here, you can write here. Minus, what is b? What is b? What is b? Coefficient of x. Space here. What is b? Coefficient of x. By what is a? What is a? Coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. Now see, we took zeros and while doing some algebraic problem solving, you got it, coefficient. This is only called relationship between zeros and coefficients. So same like that, we have to find product of the zeros also. Product of the zeros. Product of the zeros of quadratic polynomial. What is that? Product is what? Alpha into beta. Alpha into beta. What is alpha? Minus. What is beta? Minus 2. Alpha, beta. So now see, minus into minus plus. 3 2s are 6. You can write even like this, no? 6 by 1. 6 is correct. 6 by 1 also correct. Is there any coefficient? Is there any coefficient of 6? See, we have 6. See, observe this one. These are called coefficients. Is there any 6 here? Yes, is there. What is that? C. 6 is nothing but C. Write down here C. What is here 1 again? This is. So, sorry. What is A. C by, what is C? What is C in the polynomial? Constant term. What is A? Coefficient of x square. This is, space is not there, I am writing here. Constant term by A, coefficient of x square. Coefficient of, see, we took here zeros, these are the zeros, but we got it coefficients of quadratic polynomial, that is constant term by coefficient of x square. The question is, we have to find the zeros from the polynomial, and also is there any relationship between the answers, zeros and coefficients? Is there any relationship between zeros and coefficients? Okay, fine. First we have to find the factorization from the quadratic polynomial, that is x square plus 5x plus 6. First find out factorization. Okay, you got it, some answers. Already I said that how to do here the factorization. Okay, children? And yes, you got it. What are the results? What are the zeros? Minus 3 and minus 2. Minus 3 and minus 2, you got it. The zeros. Now we have to compare the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. A nothing but what, b nothing but what, c nothing but what from the question. A is nothing but nothing is there here, x square, nothing but 1 is constant. So a value becomes here 1. A is equal to 1, b is equal to 5, c is equal to 6. Suppose if here minus will be there, b becomes here minus 5. If it is minus here, c becomes here minus 6. You have to take the signs also. That is the most important thing. So yes, you got it here, minus 3 and minus 2 are the zeros. Now we have to compare these coefficients and zeros, any relation. This comes to here. Let us take alpha is equal to minus 3, beta is equal to minus 2. You can even take alpha is equal to minus 2, beta is equal to minus 3. That your willingness to take whether it is alpha, beta is minus 3 or minus 2. Come on, sum of the zeros, come on, do it, because we know the formula of sum of the zeros, that is minus b by a. This one you will get. Okay, sum of the zeros are quadratic polynomial. Sum means what? Plus alpha plus beta. What is alpha? Minus 3. What is beta? Minus 2. Replace here, I substituted plus into minus what? Plus into minus minus. Minus 3 minus 2 minus 5. Denominator nothing is there. Indirectly 1 is the term, constant will be there. So minus 5 by 1. Is there any 5 or minus 5 in the coefficient? 5 is there, minus is not there. So I kept here minus. 5 is nothing but b. 1, is there any 1? Is there any 1? Yes, a. So here. What is this b? Coefficient of x. Minus is there, I have given minus. What is b? Coefficient of x. What is a? Coefficient of x square. See, we proved that any relation, yes, is there the relation between zeros and coefficient. Sum of the zeros you got it, minus b by a formula, and these are the relationship. Product of the zeros also we have to do, because factorization we don't know. This is, see, this is a sum and a product, like that here this is. Product of the zeros, alpha into beta, minus 3 into minus 2, you got it, c by a. 6 by 1. 6 nothing but 6 by 1. C by a. What is C? Constant term or coefficient of x cube. Sorry, x power 0. Coefficient of x power 0, which is x power 0 is constant. X power 0 is constant. So constant term by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. Okay, children. So this is the most important one, but in 2 marks question this is important, and 4 mark question is cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial, it is a maximum mark of this one. Relationship between zeros and coefficient. Is there any relationship between zeros and coefficients? Okay, children. So this is the quadratic polynomial relationship. It's clear? Or shall we go with one more problem? We'll see the one more problem of same. Okay, children. Same. We'll go. With minus, with negative, we will see now. Okay, find the zeros of. Let us go here. One more problem. The minus, sorry, 2x square minus 5x plus 3. 3, 6. Okay, 2x square minus 5x plus 3. 2x square minus 5x plus 3. Okay. From this, now same question. There is no changes now. Find the zeros of 2x square minus 5x plus 3, and is there any relationship between zeros and coefficients? Let me see this one. First, what we have to do? We have to find the first zeros from the polynomial. Yes. Since p of x is equal to 2x square minus 5x plus 3. Here we have to, what we have to do here? First, factorization you have to do. First, multiply these two. Let us, once again I am saying, listen carefully. 2x square plus into 6x square. You got it, 6x square. Now, middle term, take middle term. Middle term is minus 5x. You have to split. Okay, now? Yes, let us take, just before we done, no? What is it? 3x plus 2. See, multiply these two. 3 into 2, how much? 6. X into x, x square. Correct. This is correct. Add it. 3x plus 2x. 3x plus 2x, 5. But what we have here, that is wrong. Isn't it? So, now take, now this is minus 3x minus 2x, minus 5x, minus into minus, plus 3 2s are 6, x into x. Now this is correct. Like that you have to find the signs also. With the signs we have to find. Otherwise you will get absolutely wrong. Okay? Yes. Now what are the terms? Here 2x square minus 3x or minus 2x minus 3x plus 3. These two terms we have to write here. That's it. We can write even minus 3x plus 2x also we can write. No issues. Right. What is the common? Why I written like this? Because 2x, 2x, 3x, 3. Some common you will get in this. For that itself, I written like that. Yes, what is common? 2x is the common. 2x into x, 2x square. 2x, here already 2x is there, here also 2x is there. Nothing but 1 will be the constant of common will be there all the time. So 2x into 1, 2x. Minus, what is common in this both? 3 is common. 3 into x, 3x. Minus into minus, plus. Minus into minus, plus. 3 into how much? 1. See, within the braces, x minus 1, x minus 1. You should have to get both the within the braces must be with equal signs. With equal signs. Yes. What is common in this again? X minus 1. And what is left here? 2x. And what is left in this? Minus 3. Minus 3. If you want, you can do like this. X minus 1 equal to 0. Then x equal to 1. Or 2x minus 3 equal to 0. 2x equal to 3. X equal to 3 by 2. Now, this is a 1 0. This is a another 0. Therefore, 1 and 3 by 2 are the zeros of p of x. This is p of x is nothing but this one. Even you can write that. Got it, children? Now, what we have to do? Compare ax square plus Compare with, right? Compare with ax square plus bx plus c. Yes, what is a? What is a? What is a? This is called first one, no? First, what is a? 2. What is b? Minus is there. That's what I took here, minus. Okay. What is b? Minus 5. What is c? 3. What is c? 3. Now we got it ABC. Now what? Let alpha is equal to 1 and beta is equal to another one, 3 by 2. Alpha is equal to beta. Okay, children. Now what we have to do? What we have to do? Sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros of quadratic polynomial. Sum means what? Alpha plus beta. What is alpha? What is alpha? 1. What is beta? 3 by 2. 3 by 2. I hope you people know LCM, isn't it? Here you have to use. What is LCM? 2. 2 ones are 2 plus 3. How much? 5 by 2. 5 by 2. But one thing, the most important, what is the sum of the zeros formula? Minus b by a. Minus is there. You have to include minus like this. Minus of minus how much? Minus into minus how much? Plus. So here it is plus. I written here like this. Minus of minus 5. Now see here. Minus 5. What is there any minus 5 in the coefficients? You have to see. You have to check. Yes, is there minus 5? That is big. Write down big. 2. Is there any 2 here? Is there any? Yes, here it is there 2. What is 2? 8. These are the coefficients. Minus x coefficient by x square coefficient. Minus x coefficient by x square. Is there any relationship between zeros and coefficients? See, these are the zeros and you got it coefficient. Yes, it will be there, the zeros and coefficient. So same like that, product also we have to find. Product of the zeros of QE. What is that? Alpha into beta. What is alpha? 1 is alpha. What is beta? 1 by beta. 1 into 3, 3. 2 will be there. Is there any 3? What is 3 in the coefficient? C. C. What is 2 in the coefficient? A. That means sum of the zeros is minus b by a. Product of the zeros is c by a. This is the one. What is c? What is c? Constant term. What is a? X square coefficient. X square coefficient. So now this is zeros. You have to find factorization. Is there any relationship between zeros and coefficient? These are the zeros, coefficient. Obviously, all the time there will be a relationship between zeros and coefficient. If quadratic polynomial given, quadratic polynomial square. If quadratic polynomial, if they will give, first we have to find factorization. From that you will get zeros. Now we have to compare ax square plus bx plus c. What is a, b, c? We have to find. From that, sum of the zeros, minus b by a. Minus b by a are coefficients of this one. Product of the zeros, take this zeros and you will get this. So this is the method. This is the method is called sum of the zeros. Is there any relationship between zeros and coefficient? I hope children you understand excellently, because I took a lot of time to explain this one. If you did not catch, again after 15 minutes or whatever, you will get the link of this one. You can watch again. Still you can, if you will have any doubts, you can raise the doubts in the group itself. Okay, now it's clear. And now take a break for a next session for a 10 minutes gap. Within a 10 minutes, take a break and we'll connect again. Thank you.